to the Braiders over the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
Scooch over.
I don't know what see what happens. We're trying to get this video done. Now he's making smack the camera, trying to be professional over here. Do that.
Very professional. Wait. My name's Arnaz.
And today we're going to go over Mr. Bootleg 2014 of the NECA variety.
We had a few requests, so we figured why not?
Yeah, then a lot of people in the video kept thinking that we thought, like, they were like, but Steven, this is... God damn it, Dust. This is the 2019 Godzilla. And, well, at least they thought that we thought that this was 2019, so everybody kept saying it was 2014. We understood it was 2014 in the video.
Yeah, we were... Okay, so what happened...
God, my room's dusty today.
Long story short, what happened is Steve ordered the SH Monster Art 2019 Godzilla, and this is what we got.
Yep. So we figured since we got it, we might as well go over it. Like, I'm kind of on a bootleg kick. Like, if you guys would be interested, I'm thinking about ordering a couple extras. Like, we have the show on order, so everybody that keeps asking, yes, we have the show Ghidorah on order. We're probably not getting the special color no matter what, because there's not really a reason.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason, like I said, I'd be mainly ordering bootlegs is to do customs of. But after getting the Monster Arts Godzilla, I had to test it because I got a commission to do the one that got sent to us. So we're going to see if that turns out. And if that turns out good enough, I'll get one for myself.
Oh, yeah. Great, Steve. You're going to use Aaron as your guinea pig, huh?
Hey, you got it for free. So nobody's losing out on that deal.
See, the problem is with the bootleg, it's a different plastic than normal Monster Art.
Well, then there's just like the way the face is. Like, it's got too much excess plastic on this. Like, here, I can show you guys real quick. It's right behind me. There it is. Hand it over.
Killer Croc?
Mr. Killer Croc. Right here on this eyeball, kind of looks like somebody smashed him in the face with a baseball bat. There you go. It's focused in now. So it looks really swollen, and then somebody like used a soldering iron or something, shoved it in the eye to make the eye hole. Now,
so Woody was torturing him for info.
Right? Now, it's supposed to be sort of like this side here where it sinks in a little bit, and then you get the eye portion. Not broken face. So the options was making him kind of look like Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, and just like filling in the eye and just looking like it's like swollen and damaged.
Yeah.
So it'd be like battle damaged, if you will. Or I'm gonna carve it out and make a new eye.
Or we can put a patch on him.
He wants me to carve it out and make an eye.
I say we put a patch on him.
Just Arr, Godzilla.
Godzilla the pirate.
Right? I'll give him a hook hand. We'll do this.
Yeah.
But anyways, also this guy falls apart too. But we're going to be going over him. Sadly, we don't have the box. But from what we got from the review, and I'll post like parts of the video.
Unboxing, you mean?
Yeah, for the unboxing that we show some of the package. And it pretty much looks like a NECA box. So outside of that, it's kind of hard to tell if it's a bootleg just from looking at the packaging.
Yeah.
But getting into the figure here.
What about accessories, Steve?
He didn't come with any.
I feel like his tail's accessory falls off.
Sort of. Okay, we'll go over the tail real quick. Because for this guy, for the tail here, first giveaway, outside of
the color?
The coloring, is looking at the tail here. You can kind of see that it's not the cleanest looking thing in terms of detailing. Like there's a lot of rough edges, plastic just kind of hanging off of it. But for the tail, it kind of has the right feel because it has the bendy wire on the inside. But actually, does it even have a bendy wire?
I don't think it does. No, because it goes right back.
No, it's kind of holding right there. I just don't think it's... Because I think on the normal ones, like you kind of feel it's supposed to be like right there. There we go. So the wire ends about here. But for this Godzilla, like on the original, if I remember right, there wasn't really any paint on the bottom section here. Same with you can kind of see on the rest of the Godzilla here too. Like the front of the chest was not nearly this shade of coloring. But a lot of it too, as you can see, like the detailing on it is not very crisp. And some of the details kind of bleed over into other sections.
Just a little bit.
Also kind of looks like there's like some hair got stuck in the mold or something. So there's like little jagged sections. So even just looking at the detailing of the tail here, you kind of notice something's off a little bit. That, and when you attach it,
if you can attach it,
this is in all the way. So it doesn't quite go in as far as needed. So you
wait, that's in all the way? You can push it in a little bit more.
No, this is... That's as far as I get.
Oh, it goes like that. Push it up, push it up. There we go.
Yeah, oh yeah, if I have the tail arcing up, the spines almost look right. But yeah, it's pretty much where they made the hole for the ball joint here. It's not centered nor flush. So, big indicator number one. Usually NECA's pretty good about making their stuff actually, the attachments line up on them. I've never once gotten a Godzilla from them that the tail doesn't even go all the way in. So, sometimes like it might be loose, but it lines up. Secondly, is the coloring on this kaiju is severely off, with it being a really dark green, where the original release of the Godzillas were predominantly brown.
Yeah.
I don't actually have the original release, but I do got this bad boy here of the 24-inch long, which is literally the same color scheme, which you can kind of see it's a little bit more green, but it's got a lighter shade with a little bit of browns and kind of tucked in between everything.
It looks like they put in effort.
Yeah, it's not this forest green. It's, like I said, it's more closer to even like a gray. It's like a greenish gray color.
Yeah.
And then the front's this dark brown. Not beach sand color.
Hey, I like that beach sand color. Makes them look unique.
The one thing I don't mind about the coloring is, at least in the bootleg, it's got a really big color contrast. So it stands out.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice. But like on the big guy here too, you can see like the coloring on the arms is consistent. Bootleg here, it actually gets darker the closer you get to the hands, because this actually isn't painted here, because for a lot of the appendages it's actually made out of the same material as the tail. So the hands are like a dark green, the jaw here and the head is a dark green, the feet down here are a dark green, but this is more or less the same quality as what you get with the NECA here for the most part. But the appendages are definitely rubber.
Oh, that looks so weird.
It feels weird, man. I was going to say, is the ball joint rubber? It kind of feels like that's rubber, too. But anyways, getting Godzilla here. Moving in for a closer look at the detailing for the head sculpt. Like, for the most part, like it looks like a NECA. In terms of, like, if I had this thing away in terms of sculpt, like, at least for the body, it's pretty well done. You get some, like, really nice detailing for the scaling here. Dorsal spines look pretty nice. You even get...
Well, it's the same mold, right?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, at least I assume they do, is they buy the figure, they make a mold from the figure, and then remake the figure based off of those molds. So, it's kind of like, they're recasting it, if you will. Like, say if I've lost this guy's hand, what I would do is find somebody else's hand, make a mold of it, pour it, make a new hand, and then just color it to what I need, and bam, put it back on.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's kind of what they do, and then they just resell it. But spines look really nice. Like I say, you get some of the detailing that kind of makes it look like a leaf. In a way. Kind of looks like a maple leaf.
Yeah,
with the structure.
Pretty.
Arms detailed nicely, especially for them using like a softer material for the hands and like the arms here. It still kind of held a lot of the detail, which is nice. I guess like the elbows is definitely a little bit on the smoother side on this one. But for the most part, you're not going to really see me complain about the intricacy of the detailing. Like you even get like what kind of looks like gills on his butt.
I wasn't going to point that out. See?
With the armor plating there. Like see him with the tail here too. Like, this section here held most of the mold detailing really nicely. It's just the rubber bits. Not so much. Moving down the legs. Look pretty decently detailed, too.
Which I don't understand why they used rubber only with certain parts.
Right? Like, feet are decently detailed, but they're, like, one solid color. But I guess it's, like... I don't know, maybe they just ran out of material, or maybe, like... They were figuring, like, this is the parts you're going to mess around with the most. So if it's a softer material, you're not going to damage it as much.
I don't know, man. There's no way you can justify that monstrosity.
But look at his face.
He looks like a Muppet.
Just a bit. Eyes are actually centered, which is kind of surprising.
First time for everything.
The teeth paint job is pretty much non-existent, especially on that side. It's not bad. Like, there's definitely no pain on the lower teeth, but one big problem with our bootleg here is this is about as far as the jaw gets open, which it should roar a little bit more, but the problem is because this is rubber and then the lower jaw section is also made out of the same material. They're both really soft, so it doesn't really hold the joint very well, as you guys can see. Actually, looks like they painted the inside of the jaw, though.
It looks like they did a little bit.
Yeah, they painted his tongue.
A lot better than the SH Monster Art one.
Ouch.
Hey, these bootleggers put their work in.
Well, for this one, like, this one's like a passable bootleg. The Monster Art's... Oh. That thing's face. Like, this is okay. Like, this, like, I would... Like, you repaint this a little bit, it'd be fine. But then again, like... God, the problem is, like, when people are getting ripped off for the Monster Arts and ending up with this one, you're literally paying NECA price and you end up with this Monster Arts City.
That is the sad thing.
That's the sucky part. Like, you paid literally the same amount of money for something not clearly as nice quality. But like I said, painting on the chest makes it stand out. Not quite right for the movie. Also clearly not right for what we got with the original release. I also like how they still have the NECA copyrights on the bottom of the foot.
Hey man, it's legit. Once it's there, you know, you can't argue that.
Yeah, it's true. So detailing wise, not bad. Paint job's different. Like, I mostly consider this as, it almost looks like a color variant. The only problem is, like, the tail is the biggest issue for me because it doesn't line up very well. Outside of that, like, it'd be serviceable standing on your shelf just looking at it. The articulation head can't really go up. A little bit down. Good. Decent rotation there.
How's this jaw articulation, Steve?
You kind of ounce it a little bit, but not too much. Arm, go up by that far, down by that far. Rotates all the way around. It just bothers me that, like, I can bend this. This, like, entire arm section. Decent bend at the elbow. Rotation at the elbow. Hand can rotate all the way around. Decent play there. Chest. Rotate side to side. Not too much forward and back. Leg. You can work it out a little bit. So like that. Then bring it back in. Trying to see. Because it kind of seems like some of the gray actually goes into the leg there. So when you articulate it outwards, you get more of the skin quality on the back section there. So it kind of throws you off a little bit. But legs can go, I think, all the way around. Yep. And a little bit of rotation there. Rotation at the knee. Nice bend at the knee. Feet can rotate all the way around. A little bit of wiggle. This section is on ball joints, as you can see.
Why does he have 2 holes in his butt?
This is the female one.
Oh.
That's what the bootleg is. It's his mate.
Oh, poor guy.
I like how you have to take the tail off, though, to get some action there, Godzilla. But anyways. But you can get a little bit of play with it. It goes up, goes down. And then this, again, it's on a bendy wire. So once you get it in there, you can kind of rotate it, well, shift it a little bit side to side. But not too much else. And for quick comparisons, here we have the Bootleg 2014 Godzilla compared next to some other regular NECA releases with the 2019 Godzilla and the 24-inch long 2014. And here's next to some other bootlegs in the collection, well, at least currently in the collection. You're getting a customizing video and then getting sent back to your owner. But this is the SH Monstars 2019 Godzilla, the one that we should have got when we got that. And probably my favorite bootleg in my collection, the Bandai Memorial Box 1984 Godzilla. And here's right next to GMK, who's still actually down here, the SH Monstars 2001 Godzilla, and the Bandai Muto. And here's next to some other NECA Kaiju figures with the Battle Damage Knife Head and the land version Otachi. And here's next to the NECA Godzilla King of the Monsters poster version and the small-scale Imperial Godzilla. So overall, for the bootleg NECA 2014 Godzilla, this guy's serviceable.
You can get it for $10, $15, yeah.
10. I'm leaning towards a 10. Once we start getting to 15, I'm just gonna buy the regular one for 20.
Well, okay, you paid $20 for it.
I paid nothing for it because I complained and got my money back.
But I'm just saying, you got tricked into
and I got to keep it.
You got tricked into $20.
Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty much like I still had to pay some time into getting this.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it's fine. Like again, if you get it for like $10, I'm okay with it. But outside of that, just get the regular release. It's the right color scheme, stays together better. But this is still fairly serviceable especially if you want to do like a custom or something.
Yeah, if you do customs, this is for you, then.
Yeah, kind of like what we said with the Estes Monsters. Like if you wanted to put a little bit of work into it, this guy's great. Or if you wanted to do something different, but you don't really want to damage the NECA, by all means. I was about to say screw the crap out of this guy, but that wouldn't.
That doesn't sound right at all.
That doesn't sound quite correct. He doesn't have any screw holes, you know. Well, we found one.
He does have the extra hole in there. Just saying.
There might be a screw in there. We should probably check.
We just need to stop screwing around and get this done.
But what do you guys think? If you guys picked up the NECA bootleg, did you guys pick up the Estes Monsters bootleg or is authentic things just more your thing? Please let us know in the comments. We also have an Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, and Facebook if you guys like to keep up to date with the channel and donate. Greatly appreciate it. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.